Hi, I'm David Bridgeforth. I haven't done a video in quite some time. I've been reinventing myself, redefining my life, creating a life that is monumental, and I think that everyone in this new year should be focusing on that. But I'm doing this video because the past few months, some things have alarmed me. I've been troubled, awakened, shaken, saddened by some things that happened in my life and the world around me. Friends of mine, close friends of mine, have given up parts of who they are because they were afraid of going to hell. They stopped being gay. They stopped being who they were, or a part of who they were, because you're more than gay. But they stopped it as if they could because they were afraid. And what I know for sure is that we live in a world that tells us about what we aren't, what we can't be, what we shouldn't do. We live in a world that conditions us to hate ourselves. We're not good looking enough. We're not right. We need to change, fix this, critique this. And what I am here to say, why I'm doing this video, is because what I know for sure is that being gay is a gift from God. Being gay is a gift from God. And the biggest sin in the world isn't murder, in my opinion, isn't theft. One of the biggest sins you can ever commit is to deny who you are. To deny who you are, the love that you deserve. To stop loving yourself because a religion or a church or denomination or a way of thinking or a certain amount of people believe that you shouldn't be the way you should be. That they lied to you and told you that that being gay is the devil, or you're demonic, or you have a spirit within you, or you're going to go to hell and all that stuff. Believing a Bible that says that you're going to hell, just like it condemns eating pork or eating shellfish or a woman on her period. Come on now. That what I realize is that we are gifts of God. That being who we are, that stuff within us that says that this is what I'm supposed to do. This stuff within us that feels that it's natural, that is what you're supposed to do. And I struggled this for years. I'm a gay man. Proudly gay. Happy, bold. I stand erect in my courage. And it wasn't until, and for years I denied it and I tried to hide it. And it wasn't until my godfather, which is a very famous man, he said something to me. He said, "David, what if you live your whole life? You live your whole life, and at the end of your life, you realize that it all was wrong. That the way you thought and the way you saw your life and what you did was all wrong. That on your deathbed, it's over, your last breath, you're about to take it. And you realize that you could have done the things that you wanted to do, but you were afraid to do them. You could have been who you wanted to be, but you were lied to. That your life has been a lie because you lived it. You changed who you were because you wanted to fit in, because you wanted to be okay. You wanted to be in the club, whatever you want to call it. You wanted to make it safe. And at this end of your life, it was wrong." And when he said that, I realized something. Something happened to me. I realized that if I'm going to live my whole life, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm going to be wrong at the end of my life, it's going to be because I am being who I want to be. I am being who I know naturally that I was meant to be. Not because the Bible says I'm supposed to be a certain way, or the pastor or the church choir says I'm supposed to be a certain way, that I was supposed to act a certain way, that I'm going to go to hell because I love men, or I'm going to go to hell because I dress a certain way, or act a certain way, or talk a certain way. Let me tell you this. Being gay is a gift from God. You're a gift from God. And God that I serve, I don't know the God that you serve, but I believe that my God is love. That God is love. And the love that I believe in is unconditional. A love with no conditions. God doesn't say I love you if you act straight, or if you love a woman, or if you do this. God said I made you differently, uniquely. Everybody's born unique, but most people die copies. And what I know in this moment, as you're watching me and you're thinking this boy is going off, I am going off. Because people are not happy. They're afraid of going to hell. They're afraid that they're going to miss out on something and what they're looking for. The happiness that they're looking for is within them. You're looking to be happy, and it's in loving yourself. It's in accepting yourself. And we live in a world that won't tell you that. The world will tell you that something's wrong with you, that you need to change who you are. And I'm here to stand against that and say who you are is the biggest gift from God. You are his son. Maya Angelou, this summer, we were having coffee, and she said to me, she said, David, darling, I am a daughter, she said. I'm a child of God. The same stuff that God is, the same stuff that holds the stars in the sky and allows the sun to shine so brightly and warmly, that the rain falls, that stuff that's in the rain that makes the water blue, and the clouds and the wind move. That same stuff that allows the trees and the grass to grow, that same stuff is God, and that same stuff is within me. I am his daughter, she said. I am his child. And what I say to you in this moment is that we all are children of God. That we all are sons and daughters of God. And God does love us, and he has gifted us with who we are. And the only way to find happiness, ladies and gentlemen, the only way to find the peace that we want, to be enjoying this existence, this gift of life, is to accept you. To accept yourself. Accept you, who you are. Because being gay, just like being black, is a part of who I am. It makes up who I am. And so is this. I don't go to places to tolerate me. I don't spend time with people who tolerate me. People who tolerate my homosexuality, tolerate my lifestyle. I go where I'm celebrated. And if no one wants to celebrate you, then be by yourself and celebrate you. And I know for sure that as a daughter, as a son of God, you are the biggest gift in the world. And if you love yourself, if you get in touch with who you are and you love it in a special way, that is when you can contribute something meaningful to the world. God's gift to me is life, and how I live my life, what I do with this existence, with these years that I was given, is my gift to him. And if you do something significant, meaningful on the earth, at the end, there will be no fear of where you're going. Because if I'm going to hell, I've lived a life of heaven here on earth. That's the life I'm talking about. And I believe it's possible for you. This has been David Bridgeforth. Love yourself, accept yourself, be the best you can be, and realize that being gay, just as I am, is a gift. I wouldn't trade it for the world. It's a gift from God. Peace and love.